Has this program ended?
No, the program has not ended. Good morning.
Come on.
We're waiting for more people to join. That's Rotarian Ebenezer, I presume.
Yeah.
We're waiting for more people to join. Good morning. Sorry, it's now good afternoon officially. Good afternoon.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rotarian Inca. Good afternoon, Rotarian Faith. Good afternoon, Rotarian Dr. Tunde. Good afternoon, Victor's iPhone. Good afternoon, Rotarian Patricia. Rotarian Bola. Good afternoon. Rotarian Ebenezer. Good afternoon. Our RPIC. Good afternoon, Rotarian Michael. We are all welcome. Please let's share the link with our clubs to remind people that it's time.
Good
We'll start
afternoon,
shortly.
Rotarian Timmy.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
And immediate past President Faith, a member of our committee, is also here. Good afternoon. IPP Faith. Good afternoon. Please let's share the
Maybe
link
she can't speak where she is.
with everyone around us so that we can start.
Let us check our mic. If we are not talking, can we please? Can we all please mute our mic, please?
Thank you for the observation. P would work on that. Thank you very much.
Always.
Good afternoon. Is the meeting, when is the meeting starting?
The meeting is starting shortly, please.
All right.
The meeting is starting shortly. Good afternoon, Rotary and Gurney. Good afternoon, Sergeant Lily. Good afternoon, Rotary and Austin, Dr. Lorraine. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. We'll be starting shortly. Apologies for keeping us on hold by 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Good afternoon, my GS. I see you. You're welcome to the call.
Good afternoon, Timmy. Good afternoon, my DG. Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We implore you to please let's send the link, share the link to our clubs so that we can have our DG call us to order. Maybe in another 4-5 minutes. Please let's keep sharing the link so that we can have a sizable number. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, like chairs and stuff. I thought it was start an issue. I'll pay for the rents and the process center. But I'll pay his comments.
You click on the customer service, that's it.
Let's see if I can show my.
Everyone, everyone,
51 participants.
Good afternoon, my DG. Good afternoon, my district executive secretary. DG, are you there?
Good
Did you hear me?
afternoon, my chair.
Is
Good
the
afternoon, my
DG
chair.
there?
Yeah, the DG is there. I'm sure she's gonna unmute and talk to you.
Okay, I wanted us to start at 12:15.
Afternoon, my chairman. I'm here.
Okay, good afternoon, my DG. Welcome back.
Afternoon. Thank you.
I hope you brought us
Hope
some
you're good.
Singaporean rice.
Yes. Singapore noodles.
We see
I'm thinking we
Singapore
should
Singapore
start.
freshness.
noodles.
I'm thinking we should start at 12:15. Others will join us. Because
think
of your
so.
other schedule for the day, we will keep
I think
you
so.
waiting.
Chairman Michael, please check your message.
Which one?
Chairman Michael, please make me
This
co-host. I
page,
need
this
to mute some
WhatsApp.
people.
Good afternoon, my DG and all.
Afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Want to get a go ahead.
Rashida.
For what?
I'm calling him. He's not answering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my DG and all district leaders, fellow Rotarians on this call. Would like to welcome you to the final edition of the DG Speaks for this Rotary year. Join me as we welcome our beautiful, indefatigable, exceptional Amazon, our DG Rotarian Ifeanyiwa Ejezie, as she calls us to order. Thank you very much.
Good to have all of you here this morning. Good morning, district leaders. Good morning, Rotarians. Good morning, my presidents. I can see a lot of co-presidents here. Good morning, my co-presidents. I greet you all, and I welcome you to this last edition of DG. I'm glad to be here this morning, actually. So by virtue of the power vested in me as your governor, I want to call this section and meeting to order. Can we share the Rotary grace? Oh Lord, and give us for good. We praise thee for our daily food. May Rotary friends and
Friends and Rotary friends help us to serve you all day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello?
Yes, ma, you're back online, ma.
Yes. Have we appreciated all the district leaders that are here this morning
Yes, ma, we have, ma.
and all the whole presidents? Well, my district leaders, I greet all of you. Good morning. Welcome to a brand new day and a remarkable day in the history of our district, as this is going to be the last of the DG Speaks for this Rotary year. I'd like to also welcome my whole presidents, the captains and the vice captains of the whole presidents. I welcome all of you this morning to this beautiful edition of the last DG Speaks. I'd like to welcome the AG of the captain of the assistant governors and the vice captain of the assistant governors. I welcome you this morning. Co-presidents, I greet you all. You are the best. You've been the best for this Rotary year, and I appreciate you all. I want to welcome our zonal coordinators, committee chairs, fellow Rotarians and guests that are here online this morning to listen to the DG talks with you. I welcome all of you, and I appreciate you all for finding time to be with me this afternoon. It's always been a pleasure to have this opportunity to speak with all of you and to listen to you. Also speak to me in areas of concern and where we need to do one or two things, especially now that we're about rounding up the Rotary year. A lot still is left to be desired. A lot still needs to be done. We have barely few weeks left to the end of this Rotary year. And I know a lot will still be achieved before the end of the Rotary year, because I can still see the clubs calling me up. Club presidents have not relented. They have been doing a lot of projects that are waiting commissioning by me. I'm glad to let all of you know that I am back from Singapore, and I bring you greetings from the land of Singapore. And I am back and ready to work for the remaining few weeks of the Rotary year. I'm available to commission all the projects that have been done and are waiting commissioning and completion. I want to also say that as we are getting to the end of the Rotary year, my whole presidents, please also get your documentations ready for reporting. For those that, you know, we have not ended reporting for this year. awards and recognitions are still on. We still have the balance of the awards on membership, on projects, on foundation, and giving to the foundation. Giving to polio. We still have the awards for polio, awards for the best club in foundation, and overall best club for the Rotary year. We still have those awards and other DG special awards, outstanding performances for this Rotary year to give out. So I am looking forward to our last day of doing that, which will be the 28th of this month, Friday. The memos will go out accordingly. We'll start with the awards and recognitions and then now end it with a farewell party as a way of appreciating all district leaders and all Rotarians and Hope presidents especially for a wonderful Rotary year. This year has been wonderful, I must say. It's been a year to remember. So many sweet memories to always look back and remember and laugh even when I'm alone, you know? And I want to appreciate all the clubs and all my club presidents and all Rotarians in the district for being who you are and for not relenting in doing good in the world. A lot of good was done this Rotary year. And now in terms of publicity and also reporting what we have done to the world, a lot was also done and a lot was also achieved. I thank all of you for not giving up and for raising up the tape and doing what we needed to do. Economic circumstances notwithstanding, not minding the situation in the economy, we still went ahead and worked as if nothing was happening. That is the spirit of being a Rotarian, and I appreciate you all. Now, there are certain areas we still need to put efforts on before the end of the Rotary year. And one of them is membership. I had been begging and talking to club presidents and district leaders and Rotarians that please, enough of deletion of members for this Rotary year, so that we do not end the Rotary year in a negative status. We started the year at 4667 membership, and now we have less than 4667. Even as much as members have been inducted this Rotary year, we have formed and chartered 5 new clubs of not less than 20 per club, and yet we're still in a net loss of 2, which means instead of 4667 we started the Rotary year with, we are now on 4665. That is minus 2 members. What does that show? That we have not gained anything on membership this Rotary year. That's what the figure looks like. So all the new inductees, all the members, all the charters and everything had been wiped off with the number of deletions that had gone on in the clubs. As at the time I gave my message for June 1st, we still had positive +7 on the figures. But as at this morning, I have a net loss of 2, meaning that even as at 1st June, the first 7 +7 has also been lost. So it shows that Rotarians are still deleting, that presidents are still deleting members. I want to once again plead with all club presidents and their leaders within the clubs. Please don't let us end the year on a negative membership status. Allow us to at least end the year on a positive status, even if we are not going to meet up with the number we're supposed to have, bearing in mind the quality members that have been inducted into Rotary this Rotary year. And the numbers, I know we have over 600 or more inducted into Rotary this Rotary year. But it's all been wiped off with the number of members that have also been deleted. Please let's stop deleting so that we can be back to a positive status come 30th June. I want to also use this opportunity to announce the latest charter certificates that we got for Didiolu, Rotary Club of Didiolu, chartered by Rotary Club of Omole Golden. Omole Golden just chartered a new club, Didiolu, Rotary Club of Didiolu, and their charter certificate will soon be presented to them now that I'm back. I want to congratulate the charter president and all the members of Didiolu Rotary Club. Welcome to the fold, and thank you, Rotary Club of Omole Golden, for chartering them. We also have 1 or 2 more clubs pending to be chartered and to be admitted into Rotary by Rotary International. Once that is done, I will also announce it to Rotarians and welcome them into our fold. I hope that that will grow our membership status if, and only if, clubs do not go again to delete by the end of this June and wipe off whatever it is that we think we have gained positively. So please, I beg of you, no more deleting. No more deleting. Your year has ended. End your years in peace by allowing your membership status to remain. Let the next Rotary year, by the next Rotary year, will be divided into 2 districts. So the deleting, even if it's done by next Rotary year, will not affect the figures the way it's affecting now because it's 1 district. By the time it's divided 70-something clubs per district, the figures will not affect because the figures deleted will now also be divided into 2 different districts. So they will look at it as 2 different districts and not as 1 district, having this huge number of deletions in 1 Rotary year. Presidents and district leaders, I beg you, once again, let's allow our membership status for the end of this Rotary year to come positive instead of negative or losses like we have encountered or witnessed from the beginning of the Rotary year. I want to, on this note, also thank all the clubs that have chartered new clubs and all the charter presidents, all the clubs that chartered the 5 new clubs and the 2 pending to be admitted into Rotary. I want to thank all of you. By the time the 2 is finally admitted, we'll be having like 7 new clubs chartered for this Rotary year. Thank all those that sponsored it and the clubs that were behind this chartering, and all the charter presidents and club members. I wish all of you well into the next Rotary year, and I welcome you to the family of Rotary. The next most important of it all is the Rotary Foundation. We have done well, I must say, considering the economic circumstances. We started the Rotary year. We ended last Rotary year with 461 as the official rate to the dollar. We started the year with 754, which was almost like double of 461. And we went as high as 1,590. Now we are back to 1,371, which is also still a very high figure. That is like 3 times the rates that ended last Rotary year. And that is why I appreciate so much all Rotarians that have donated to our foundation this Rotary year. You went against all odds. It shows your passion. It shows that you were ready to support this year and to support me as your DG. And I have not taken it for granted. I appreciate you all. 461 to 15 is like 3 times, times 3 of what the rate used to be. So whatever we have done this Rotary year, if you times the Naira value of what has expended to get us the dollar we have this Rotary year, you times it by 3 or divide it by 3 as at 30th June of last year, you see that if not for the rate, probably we'll be looking at have raised $1.5 million into the Rotary Foundation for this Rotary year. Because as of today, we have $552,110 to the foundation already paid. And I know it won't be all because we're still expecting more pledges to be fulfilled and more donations to come into the foundation. If you times the Naira figure that got us this $552,000, you divide it by 461, you'll be getting over almost $1.5 million. So you see, if our economy had been very stable, if we had enjoyed stable rates this Rotary year, like the last 2-3 Rotary years I enjoyed. It was steadily at 461, 462. If we had enjoyed the same stability this Rotary year, no doubt we could have surpassed our target of $1.2 million. So if with what has happened, we still raised over $550,000. I give kudos to all of you. You are my heroes, and I appreciate you all. I thank you for your doggedness. I thank you because you refused to be deterred by what the economy was treating us with. We refused to look at the figures, and you were just determined, like a humanitarian you are, to do good in the world and to show that Rotary cares. And I appreciate you all. For polio, we have over $131,000 out of this money given to polio. I'm sure this is the highest we have gotten in this district into polio donations. Maybe more will still come before the end of June, when I'll give the final note of my stewardship for this Rotary year. You will find out the final figures that we'll have for the foundation. Then my plea to all of us is, please, whether I have called you or not, remember your pledges, either while I was going around the club visits or through personal interactions with you as Rotarians. You had promised or pledged to donate to the foundation. It is not late. Kindly do so. Even if you didn't pledge earlier, and now you're in a position to give to the foundation, I plead with you, still do so. We're still very much far behind our target for this Rotary year. Surprise me with more donations. Surprise me with givings, so that before 30th June, our figures will improve and we can beat our chest to say, okay, we may still retain our position as the giant of Africa and as the best district within our region. We used to be the best district. We have been the best district for so many years. When it comes to donations to the foundation, we have always been the best in our region in Africa, which is region 27. And I want to believe with your support, we will still come out to be the best in our region on givings to the foundation for this Rotary year. I cannot be able to achieve that without your support. I will not be able to achieve that if you don't fulfill your pledges to the foundation. I will not be able to achieve that if you have and you have refused to give to the foundation for whatever reason, probably because of the rate. The rate has come to stay. We're going to stop being Rotarians because the rate has improved. That is a Nigerian factor. RI has not changed much. It's Nigeria that is changing. PHF still remains $1,000. It has not changed. They didn't change PHF to $5,000. It's our rates of giving the $1,000 that has changed. So even if you plan to give 1,000 before, and now you cannot give 1,000, that same money that could have given you 1,000 before may be able to give you 500. So why don't you do 500 to the foundation? And we are still open to match. For those that want to be matched, please get in touch with me. You can private chat me. I will still be able to match you to encourage more donations to the foundation. Let's not relent. We still have 3 weeks, and a lot of difference can be achieved within these last 3 weeks. And I'm depending on your goodwill to be able to achieve this and your support. Once again, I say thank you to all those that have given. I'm also thanking in advance those that are yet to give. And I'm also thanking those that are yet to fulfill their pledges, that are now getting ready to fulfill the pledges. I know the hands of the giver is always on top, and the giver never lacks. You will never lack in Jesus' name. And as you give, the good God that we all worship will continue to replenish your purses in million folds. And that is my prayer for all of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for giving to the foundation. Rotary indeed is good. For club visits, I've been able to go around about 127 clubs. And we still have less than 20 clubs or more, about 20 clubs that had refused or are not in a position to welcome the DG for whatever reason. But I also want clubs to understand that DG visit to clubs is not all about eating, drinking, or looking at the workbook. It also affords the district an opportunity to see the well-being of the clubs and give one advice or the other where necessary to bring the clubs out of their woods and encourage them to do better. So don't lock your doors, please, the remaining clubs. It will still be my pleasure to be able to visit you. But even if you feel this DG visiting you will attract a lot of expenditure for you or whatever, then please, I am open to host you at the district office. Let me now be the host while you visit. Come with your president, come with your board members, come with your club members, and let's have a meeting. I call it a meeting because it is only through this meeting with the district governor that the district can be updated on the circumstances of the club. And it's only through these visits that the DG will be able to give the desired advice on how to help the clubs. And also see where necessary, if there's anything the district can do to help those clubs to continue to survive, because it's not in our interest that any club will be deleted. So please get in touch with the district secretary or get in touch with me if possible. Let's agree on a date and time. I will be available at the district office and I'll be ready to host you at no cost to you. Even if you don't have the workbook ready, still come with what you have and let's have a meeting. Let's have a dialogue and see how to improve the situation of your club and also listen and know where the problem areas lie and how the district can be of help. As at today, RI had published a new list of about 20 clubs that are waiting deletion because they have not been able to pay RI dues. And because our Rotary International also appreciates the problem in Nigeria, the economic situation, and how far our rates have moved and danced up and down, they magnanimously shifted the deletion period to 20th June. So they have given a new date of 20th June to be able to delete any club as at that date that have not paid their RI dues. And we know if these 20 clubs have not paid RI dues, you can be sure they have not also paid district dues. When we bring out the list of those who have not paid district dues, there are more than 20. Because some clubs have, according to tradition, they will always rally around and find situation to pay their RI dues. And they will go home and forget the district dues, believing that the district does not need money to run the district, but it's only RI that needs money to run the operations of RI. And that is because of the erroneous belief they always have that it's only RI that can delist clubs, that the district cannot delist. That erroneous belief is not true. As a DG, if I write now and attach reasons why clubs should be deleted or merged, RI will listen to those reasons and they will delete those clubs or merge them. Like the list they send me all the time, they are waiting for me to say yes or no. These clubs are not good clubs, they should be deleted or they should not be deleted. That is the final word they're expecting to hear from the district governor. So please, I beg of you, I will publish the names of these 20 clubs after this meeting this afternoon, so that friends and well-wishers of this club should please rally around them and help them to survive. If they don't pay RI dues by 20th July, they stand to be deleted before the 30th of June. 20th June, not July. They stand to be deleted after 20th of June. And you can know that what that will do to us as a district. That means for the 2 new districts, their figures will drop, the club will drop, and that will affect too much negatively our membership status. And RI, who knows, may decide to have a rethink. Did they make a mistake to approve our districting? Because imagine where members of 20 clubs leave the district and are deleted, how that will affect our membership status for the year. And I may start thinking, did they make mistake? Maybe we're not due to be districted. Did they district us in a hurry? Is this districting going to be sustained? Or do they need to merge us back again to District 9110? You know, that would be a blow, heavy blow on the district. If for any reason, RI decides to think of bringing the districts back together because they think we cannot survive as separate districts, or that they were in a hurry to have allowed us to district. So please, it's in the best interest of all of us as Rotarians to make sure that we continue to maintain a good membership status till the end of 30th June. And more so, that these 20 clubs, I pray, will succeed in paying their dues for Rotary International before the 20th of June. If not, that is a disaster waiting to happen. And I pray that it will not happen by the grace of God. Now on the 2 districts, I gave an update on districting during the conference. And for most, I want to believe that a larger part of Rotarians were at that conference. And I felt that was an opportunity to relate with Rotarians and tell them how far we have come on the districting agenda. We were able to let them know the progress we have done so far, that District 9111 will operate from Julie Adelusi House, which is where I am seated now, while District 9112 will operate from the Majiagbe House. For now, the 2 districts will be sharing the district office, one on the other house, this on this house. And that is how we're going to operate until such a time when otherwise District 9112 grows to have a district office on the island. This is how we'll remain. The figures, registrations with Corporate Affairs Commission in Abuja is ongoing, and any moment from now, I hope that I will receive the certificates for the 2 new districts, because we have to re-register them. The name has changed. We all will change by 30th June. So by 1st July, on my handover day, I will be handing over 2 registration documents from CAC to District 9111 and District 9112. And all relevant documents that will enable them to open accounts in their district names. Because for today, until 30th June, they will all still be running with District 9110 accounts and be running as District 9110. But from 1st July, I want to believe they will live up to their name and start running as District 9111 and District 9112. And it's only these certificates of incorporations and CAC documents in their various names that will enable them to run independently. So the lawyers are at it. I'm waiting to receive the documents and the certificates now that I am back to the districts. And on the handover day, I will hand it over to the 2 new governors accordingly. Everything is in top gear. The transition committee did a good job of sharing assets. And I must say, like the Rotarians we are, everything was done diligently and there is no cause for alarm. All the incoming district governors were part of the sharing process and they have all come to terms with the sharing and the ratios. Whatever assets that is left at the district will be shared 50-50 for the 2 districts. And the liabilities too will be shared 50-50 if there's any liability to be left behind. And that is how we have done it. And the 2 new governors are warming up. In the platforms, you can see a lot of papers going on for their installations. I am the fortunate mother that will be inducting 2 new DGs, one on the 6th of July, the second one on the 13th of July. And I wish them well because I know they will take the 2 new districts to another level. Everything relating to the Majiagbe house is being renovated as we speak. And I want to believe that before 28th of June, when I'll be handing over to them, that building will be complete and ready, furnished, painted, and done up for the new DG, Femi Adeneko, and his team to take over the building. We are working seriously hard at it to be sure that everything is ready before that date for them to move on. The district governor monthly newsletter is out. The last one will be out by this month, before the end of June. It comes on online version, and we also have printed copies. Although the printed copies are limited, because we're encouraging people to go digital. We're heading into a digital world. We don't have to be carrying papers everywhere. So all the newspaper, monthly newsletters, if you want to have all of it, it's available, digital copies. You will get everything up to date. But the printed copies are limited and will not be able to go through around the whole Rotarians. But if 5,000 Rotarians want to have the digital copies, it's available from beginning of the Rotary year, July, up till the last copy of June. It will be available for Rotarians to have and archive it as part of the history for what has happened this Rotary year. At the end of the Rotary year, there will also be the DG workbook also for the Rotary year. I will also share the digital copies with all Rotarians so that you too can have in your archives what went on this Rotary year. There has been a lot of achievements this Rotary year. I listed some of them during the conference. Some will still talk about at the end of the Rotary year by 28th of this month, when we'll be having our handover ceremony and end of year party, 28th of June. I use this opportunity to invite all of you, all Rotarians, to come party with me 28th of June at the district office as we say goodbye to District 9110 and welcome in District 9111 and District 9112. A lot of key awards will also be given out on that day. The best club for the foundation, the best overall club for the year, the best club in membership, the best club in donation to polio, the best club in service projects, first, to second, third, fourth, and fifth will also be given out on that day. So don't be absent. You don't know, you may be a recipient of one of the awards. Even the DG Outstanding Performance Awards will also be given out that day for some Rotarians who have performed outstandingly during the Rotary year. It will still be given out on that day. So please plan to be there. The Appreciation Award for the AGs and the chairman of committees will be given out and any part of that day, like 11 o'clock, we start those presentations so that we will not have the party clocked up with presentation of awards. From 11 till about 2, 3, we'll do presentation of awards to our AGs, the committee chairs, the zonal coordinators and all. The only award that will happen during the party from 4 p.m. will be the overall best club, overall best in foundation, overall best in membership, overall best in projects, and overall best in the House of Friendship during the conference, and any other outstanding award as desired by the district government. So join us to be part of this history. Don't wait to be told. Be part of those that will tell the story. Promises to be very memorable as that is going to be the last party we will have as District 9110. That will be the last party we'll have as a district together. Going forward, every district will have to decide when to hold their own party. So don't lose out on this memorable event. Plan to be there. We have had a lot of things, which I will also read out on that day, achievements, outstanding achievements that has been done this Rotary year. One of them is the Rose Fest, our Rotary Sports Festival. We all know it has never happened in our district before. It was first of its kind. And it turned out to be very good, did wonderfully well. The chairman and the committee members did very well and brought in a lot of sponsors, which I'm going to be appreciating today, 5th of June, for what they did. We got all kinds of reward for those that participated in the different sports. And today, I want to thank the committee members and the sponsors for what they have done, because it was first of its kind, and it turned out to be, I won't say bestly done, if you ask me. And the publicity was second to none. I thank them, and I will thank them better today. That also, I want to believe the two districts will take up, as all the sponsors are still very much willing to continue with them in the next Rotary year. We also had our Rota Kids Children's Party on the 27th of May. Even though I was not around, I was in Singapore for the convention, but I didn't want the children to miss out on that very important event. It's the first of its kind in our district too. It has never happened before. We brought children together at the district and gave them children's party. We call it the Rota Kids Children Party. I want to thank our past president, Fatima Hassan, who was the chairman of this committee, and all her committee members, because the videos, the pictures, and the responses I got back from both Rotarians, mothers of these kids, and all made me happy. The kids truly enjoyed the party, and the celebration was second to none. I thank them for the good job, and I'm happy we were able to do this for our children. We all know that during our RILA, another first of its kind that has never happened before, a lot of children, about 13 of them, got scholarships up to university level. And I want to tell you that these scholarships have begun. It was from Buy Inc.'s foundation, and Buy Inc. Foundation gave 11 scholarships, while Onolaja Foundation, Chris Onolaja Foundation, gave 2 scholarships. These scholarships are ongoing. The children are happy. They have done everything, and I'm following up with them. And I know the foundation had lived up to their promises. All these 13 children are being taken care of and will be taken care of until after their university level. And even Buy Inc. Foundation promised that those that will be outstanding in their academics on graduation, it promised to also help them to get jobs or to integrate them into the system with good jobs. So you see, it has never happened before. It happened this Rotary year. I thank all of them for their support. And also through the RILA too, a fallout of the RILA was that we went to Abeokuta and joined with Owolabi Foundation, a little boy of about 12 years who had a foundation because he lost his mother at a tender age and decided to create a foundation to look out for widows. This boy was at RILA. After presenting his story and the genesis of his foundation, we were moved, and Chris on Onolaja Foundation decided to partner with them to empower 100 widows. I was there, witnessed it. We were in Abeokuta after RILA to empower 100 widows with 4 million naira. The widows were so happy. Some of them were weeping because they had never seen good done to them like that before. Also, for the first time in the history of our district, we had an empowerment program like never before. We empowered over 110 youths and people that need help. We procured different equipments. We gave out deep freezers, we gave out fridges, we gave out generators, we gave out baking ovens, we gave out saloon equipment, dryers, we gave out grinding machines, we gave out sewing machines. The list was endless. Beauticians also got the beauty kits. The list was endless. Plumbers were given materials for plumbing. The district was agog on that day. And I'm happy to know that everything was properly publicized. We got partnership. We did that in partnership with First Bank. And thanks to our DGND, Bukola Bakare, who headed, and our chairman of that empowerment committee, Alhaji Oladipo Idowu. The program was well packaged. Our DGND was a coordinator. Alhaji was the chairman of the committee. Myself was the DG. We empowered over 110 Rotarians and spent over 20 million in this empowerment. We got money from First Bank of Nigeria. We got money from the incoming president of Rotary Club of Singapore, Tom Wolf. I had the opportunity of meeting him during my year, and he joined in empowerment by giving money to the district to empower the youth. And we also got money from the district. All together, we were able to empower people with startup equipment like it has never been done before. And I thank God for making that possible. I also thank our PAG Tandon for helping facilitate the process of getting the support from Tom Wolf and the Tolerant Group. Our district grants, this year, we gave opportunity for clubs by having a grant seminar twice. That is not the usual thing. It's never happened before. I gave that opportunity this Rotary year to enable more clubs participate in district grants. Even though we didn't have up to 50% of club participation, but I want to believe that every club that participated in this year global grant, district grant, was blessed. Let me put it that way. They got what they asked for and what they wanted. And the clubs and its members were happy. But all I beg of you is that reporting is very important. You have gotten monies for the grant, even though the time is short, because we had a delay in releasing of the funds from Rotary Foundation due to previous grants reporting that were not done. It delayed until we got those reports to arrive, got it approved before they were able to release this year's money for district grants. We don't want that to continue into next Rotary year. So please, if you have taken money for Rotary district grant, make sure you conclude your project before 20th of June and then start on your reporting. Even if you don't submit your report by 30th June, let it be submitted by July, so that RI will have time to process your report and be able to give the approve and release the new grant to all the clubs that will apply for grants for the next Rotary year. So please, club presidents, I plead with you to don't forget to do your reporting and complete the projects. I'm sure you have enough money to do the projects. So please don't fail me on this. It is very, very important. And this is something we achieved this Rotary year like it has never been achieved before. Make me happy by doing the right thing and reporting on the projects. The award and recognition seminar or committee headed by PAG Ibironke had to organize an award and recognition seminar to update club presidents and its members on how to write reports to enable them get awards and recognition for what they have done during the year. Unfortunately, even with that, which has never been done before, I had to ask them to do that this Rotary year to prepare clubs and their presidents and teach them how to write reports so that more clubs will get appreciated for what they do. A lot of clubs do a lot, but because they don't report what they do, they don't get appreciated at the end of the Rotary year through awards and recognitions from the district. You cannot appreciate what you don't have record of. The award and recognition committee will only work with what they see. We presented some awards in Abeokuta. We still have awards to do on the 28th of June. If you have not submitted your report, use this as an opportunity. Club presidents, submit a report. We still have about 4 or 5 categories of award left to be appraised for this Rotary year. Try to make your clubs count in the awards and recognition of this year. Opportunities were given like it has never been given in any Rotary year. In this Rotary year, for the first time in our district, I started to appreciate 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. I created these positions just to have as many people get recognition as possible. What we normally do is 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position in every category. But I decided to do 1st, 2nd to 5th position in all categories because I know that my clubs and club presidents did a lot this Rotary year. And I want to be able to appreciate them for what they have done and show gratitude. That's why I created up to 5th position. But then you can only be recognized if you submit your reports. So if after all this effort from me as your DG, you don't submit report, like most of you, well, before they went to Abeokuta, only about 45 clubs out of 148 submitted their reports to be assessed. So don't go grumbling. My club did this, I did that, I was not appreciated. If you have not submitted reports, how will you be appreciated? How will you be appraised? And the committee can only appraise based on what they have seen and what they have. So make your efforts count by submitting your reports. You still have the opportunity between now and 20th of June, when I think the last reports will be collated, to enable them have at least 1 week to work before the award giving day. So please make haste and submit your reports. Don't be laid back. Take advantage of the position. Also, in this Rotary year, it has never been done before. I had to categorize new clubs out of old clubs, because a club that is 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years cannot compete with the Bagadas of this world, cannot compete with the Maryland, Omole Goldens of this world, Ikoyi, and all, Ikeja. Those are big clubs, Lagos, too many to mention. But these new clubs have put effort in the Rotary year to try to do something, to make their effort count, to be known. And so I decided to create a different category where clubs 3 years and below will be assessed within themselves as 3-year-old clubs, and we still had 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th position from those areas. And with that, we were able to appreciate new clubs who ordinarily will never have gotten an award from the district, because whatever they have done, their best can never be good enough compared to the big clubs in the district, or clubs that have been 40 years, 30 years, and 20 years old in the district. So we decided to categorize that to enable them get recognized, and as a way of encouraging them that they too can strive to become big tomorrow and become large clubs. We did that, and I saw the happiness in the faces of some new clubs that never knew they were going to be awarded anything, get awards and get recognition. It blew their mind, and I'm sure it will propel them to do better even for the next Rotary year. So please don't be relented. Also, I categorize clubs in Abeokuta. I noticed that all through the year, they always do collabo, which is a good thing. They work together. So I decided to appreciate all the clubs in Abeokuta. They call the Egba clubs, all the Egba clubs in that Ogun State zone that always come together to collabo to do projects and to do every assignment that they were supposed to do for this Rotary year. I brought them together and I still appreciated them all together for what they have done. Not categorizing them separately from the normal district awards. That is my way of saying thank you to them for doing what they did this Rotary year. Thank you to them because they didn't just stay back and say, after all, we will never get an award. We will never be recognized because we are small or because of where they are and they can't compete favorably. These are the things I singled out and did this Rotary year in a way to make Rotarians know that we see what you do, we appreciate you, even though everybody will not be first, but we know and we appreciate that you all have done well and worked well for the Rotary year. So please, I need more reports to come in before June so that the Award and Recognition Committee will have a lot of clubs to look at and maybe bring out more awards that will be given on that last day. I want to use this opportunity also to appreciate our doyen of District 9110, PDG Julie Adelusi Adeluyi, OFR MNI LLD, for his support this Rotary year. I thank him and I can't thank him enough. For the first time in the history of our district, he came and led the End Polio Now awareness trek for Lagos mainland. That was the first of his kind and it was legendary. For his position, for his aid, he came and wore the t-shirt with us, took the trek and went on the trek and led everything for that day. It was the first of his kind. It was legendary. We appreciate him. And that was not the only way he has supported this Rotary year. He's been in the forefront of everything we have done this Rotary year, and I appreciate him. Our PDG, our doyen, our pride in District 9110, I appreciate you, PDG Julie Adelusi Adeluyi. Thanks for your support. And in same way, all my PDGs, they are all very wonderful. I appreciate all of them. My future DGs, they are the best. Our striker worked like never before. We were together, we planned together, we execute together, and we're moving on together with no problems at all. We're forging ahead to the next Rotary year, and I'm going to be handing over to them happily and wishing them well into the next Rotary year. So before I stop, because this is supposed to be an interactive section, I hope by now I have the questions, the comments, the discussions that will go on. This is just a brief to tell you what we have achieved this Rotary year in summary. You know, not all of them, because I did a full, I gave a full detail during the conference, and the soft copies of that can also be available. And by the end of this Rotary year, we'll update that stewardship report to add everything that had happened between that May and end of June, and have the full stewardship report, which will be available to all Rotarians. I can only but say thank you. It's been a wonderful journey, and I am happy I was your DG. I thank you for all your support. I could not have been able to do it without you. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for being there when needed. And now we are coming to the end of the Rotary year. I can only say, God bless you. Now,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Are you, my DG, are you done?
Yes, I am.
Amen.
Thank you very much, DG. Before I yield the floor to Temi, I just want to let the DG know that our DGN, Henry Akinyele for District 911 is here. And DGND Bukola Bakari of District 911 is also here. Fellow Rotarians, like you all know, this is an interact.
Wait 1 minute. I welcome my DGN, Henry
DGN and DGND.
Henry, I hope you are back to the country. Welcome. If you are back, if you're not back, I appreciate you. Thanks for being online with us. My DG Andy Bakare, I greet you. Iron Lady, you're welcome. I hope you're back. You came after me, so bring the chocolates for the DG. Thank you.
Fellow Rotarians, you can hear from the report made by the DG. If we give another 2 hours, I'm sure she will go on. The last year, I'm not surprised. You know, she began the year as a YABG. So she had to do a lot of things differently. People say that you think outside the box. I think the DG didn't think outside. She threw away the box and she designed her own way, her own path. You could see visionary leadership and you could see innovative leadership from our DG. Temi, you have the floor now for questions, answers, observations. Thank you.
She not only threw out the box, she created and blazed the trail. And for that, we appreciate your quintessential YABG. Welcome back, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, ma. I have two people, the hands raised. So before I go into the chat room for the question, I would like to take Rotarian Prince Adeyemi Ashekari first. Please, you're muted. Yes, we have two hands. Prince Adeyemi Ashekari, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you, our DG, for a wonderful stewardship report you have given. I wish we were just starting, but we're coming to almost the end of a wonderful journey. But however, we still have a lot we can achieve this remaining days to the end of your tenure. And I also congratulate you for all the firsts that you achieved in this your tenure. But I would like to comment on a very critical area you mentioned. And I think I might be speaking for a majority of the clubs on this. We're critically challenged in the country by government policies and what is going on. And Rotarians are not immune from the challenges. So a lot of clubs, particularly the second half of the Rotary year, which is this January to this period. So let me just be very direct and straight to the comment. It's about deletion, either of club or members. I think unless the HARA and the districts are willing to reciprocate, that is what can prevent clubs from removing members. And I will explain. If a club has 50 members and 50% of them are not up to date in their dues, year one, year two, and the district must collect complete dues, ARA must complete the complete dues for the year, it will leave clubs no option except to remove such members so that they can be in good standing with RI and the district, and so that their club can also remain alive. So I don't know what the district is going to do. The clubs are doing quite a lot. I'm not the current president of my club, but I'm very much involved in calling people for dues, for participation and what have you, as a result of what is going on in the country now. So I want you to really advise us, what do we do in order not to delete people if they are not paying their dues? And the district will also not forgive us of not paying club dues to the district. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much. You see, the only thing I can say for now is what we are doing now is survival of the fittest, so to say. Most of these clubs have deleted so many this Rotary year. Why not hold on? We'll continue. I'm not saying deletion is something that is ongoing, but there's a limit to which we can delete in one Rotary year. The deletions that have been held for the past 2-3 Rotary years, we are all done this Rotary year. For the past 2-3 years, we have been holding on deleting members because as a district kept begging clubs because of districting, that if we don't have a particular number, RI will not approve our districting arrangement. So clubs have been begged and they held on for the past 2-3 years. Immediately the approval for delisting, for districting came, they felt, oh, we are home and dry. Districting has been approved. This is the time. They have done deletions that have been pending for the past 3 years. We are all deleted in one Rotary year. Now, all I'm saying is, let's hold on. If we survive last 3 years without deleting as much, we can as well wait till into the next Rotary year so that the burden will be borne by 2 districts. RI will not see it like we're a 419 district that just put in members just to be districted, floated our figure. And the moment we got the districting, it's all been deleted in large numbers. A club woke up and deleted 48 members in one day. A club woke up and deleted 35 members in one day. All this is sending negative signal to RI. And now we have about 20 clubs struggling to pay RI dues. If they don't pay, that will also be a very negative thing for the district. We don't want a situation where RI will have to sit down and revisit the districting approval. You all know we have had DGs, future DGs, 3 lined up in the 2 districts waiting. What are we going to do if we wake up one morning and RI says they are merging the district back because they have seen us as not being capable of running 2 districts, or that the approval they did was done in a hurry, or that they believe is 419 or whatever we have doing, and they had checked figures and think we can't survive and they put us back together. They have done it before, so it's not going to be the first. RI have districted districts and later had cost to merge them back when they think they will not be, they had made a mistake or they will not survive as 2 districts. All I'm pleading is let's not bring ourselves to that level. Let's struggle, even for the clubs that have not been able to pay RI dues. I know even district dues they have not paid. But if they succeed in paying RI dues, at least let the clubs remain and not be districted this Rotary year. If they are districted this year, the figures of members lost this year will be alarming. And RI is taking note and taking the figures. At the end of the day, they will have call for a meeting and decide, what do we do to these clubs we have, these districts in Nigeria with what is happening? So let it not get to that. For the future of our districts, by the time we get invoices for this year has already been given. No additional figure will be given to any invoice. So deleting anybody now does not help this Rotary year. Carry one more burden or 2 more burden into next Rotary year, where the burden will now be divided into 2. Because if we had 400 members deleted, they will say, oh, only 200 members were deleted from 9111. 9112 will have, oh, 200 members. They will not have that 400 members were deleted from one district. That is all I beg. So 1 month, or even 1 more year will not kill us as clubs. While we also use We Care to talk to most of these members that have not paid dues. Some have not paid, not because they don't have the money, but because they are angered in one way or the other, either by the president or by some members of the club. Can we do We Care with these members that are not paying? Find out why they are not paying. In those days, I know that we as Rotarians, if we have a vibrant Rotarian that is up and doing in everything Rotary, and for one reason or the other, he has financial challenges for one Rotary year, it is not advisable that we run and delete such a person. I have had courses, even from my club and other clubs, where Rotarians come together to assist a member pay his dues just because he has financial challenges. And after a while, he will come out of that financial challenges and continue to be a vibrant Rotarian that he used to be. So I'm only pleading, let's not be in a hurry. Let's not have our fingers triggered to just delete, 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 and delete. It has consequences. And we may not be able to deal with these consequences as a district if we wake up one morning and the figures are alarming even to the eyes of Aaron. That's all I'm pleading. And I'm sure that the clubs will listen to my plea and do the needful.
Thank you very much, my DG. Clubs, all presidents will plead with you. Kindly stall on the deletion. It is a plea. Do not let us go into the new year with a negative. I see Rotary showing hand up, and Reverend Dr. Ayo Morgan, your hand is up. I plead with you 30 seconds for your questions. The DG has been speaking for over an hour, and we would not like to take much of everybody's time. I plead with you 30 seconds for each Rotarian. Rotarian Shoemimo, please unmute and speak. Thank you.
Thank you. 30 seconds starting from now. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Seconds starting from now. Okay, our DCW, I'd like to thank you very much for all you have done for us. Yeah. And as the president of the new club, on all the new clubs, I'm saying a very big thank you to you for the creation of that award for new club. Because when I became the president of this new club, I never thought of winning an award. But now that you have said you have created this for all, I'm going to start dancing from now, believing that we will win one of the awards. I'd like to thank you on that behalf, and on all the new club. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, my charter president, PAG, Shoemimo. Thank you. Please send in your reports because there is new category, which is the new clubs. They have opportunity.
Next week.
Rotary Dr. Ayo Morgan, please unmute and speak. Please hold on. Please unmute and speak. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, my DG. Good afternoon, my DG. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to say congratulations, my DG. The report and the innovative activities have been so wonderful. Particularly the award for the new club category. I think I am happy about that because over the year, once I was in the committee, I suggested that needed to be done. Now, on the issue of the membership deletion and the challenges we have confronted with the exchange rate and what have you, I think I want to make a case and present to the district leaders. We are emerging into a new district. And I presume this is the very best time to do it, actually, that the district can see how they can have a waiver on the, I know it may be for the new Rotary year, but I think it can be done. If clubs that are having challenges can present their case, maybe based on club, particular peculiarity of clubs, and the district can look at what they can do to stop the deletion will happen, my DG. I'm afraid that in another 2 weeks, we might see some. In my club, like you have said, we have taken care of people that are having challenges of paying dues in the past. And I'm sure some club has done that. But given the challenges of exchange rate, and we are not too sure what's going to be exchange rate at the end of this even Rotary year, club may still want to go there. But if the district can quickly act and see what they can do to see how they can cover club, especially if the district has to sacrifice some percentage of the future dues of the district, especially for the next Rotary year, this has to be agreed among the district leaders. If they have to sacrifice to salvage this situation, because like you have said, this has been issue of like the last 2 Rotary years, backup, and now we are at the verge of transiting to the achievement we have secured. If it will happen, people are afraid of owing money, especially the club, the presidents. So if this can be done, that they can have a waiver each club make their case, that could salvage some situation. In my club, we are trying to avoid it, but some members are also not helping, and some are not even coming. Some are not even responding. And this, I'm sure, the same peculiar with other clubs. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ma, should we take one more person, or do you want to respond to him?
Very much, Morgan. Your message is taken. I have the list of clubs that have not been able to pay dues, and I intend to have a meeting with the future governors, and what you have stated will be discussed with them also. So we'll take a decision on that. It's not a decision I can take. It has to be a collective decision with the future DGs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma. Rotary Udi and Tony, please unmute and speak. Thank you. 30 seconds, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, my district governor and all. Once again, I'm Rotary Udi Anthony, the Hope President of Rotary Club of Uyano-Yesi Ota. First of all, I want to appreciate our district governor for this report, comprehensive report, and the encouragement for us to stop the listing. One point I want to bring out of it is the point that our district governor has just made, that we have underreporting. Precisely last week or so, I sent one of my members to submit our report, and I was told that the collection of report has ended. But unfortunately, I'm hearing now from the district governor that we can still submit a report up to 20th of June. Actually, it was not my wish also to submit the report late, but just like as the district governor has said, that some people have triggered with anger not to report, and that is the reality on ground. For instance, like Rotary Club of Uyano-Yesi, everyone knows that we have a branded vehicle carrying FRSC Rotary, but that project was a project that cost us over 6 million naira. But I can say it's underreported because of so many circumstances which I won't want to go into. But I want to appeal to the district governor to also work in hands with the incoming 2 district governors, that the assistant governors should look more critical to conflict management in clubs. Because with my experience as a conflict management expert, to even manage my club was a tall mountain for me. I thank God anyway that the year has come and gone. But as a result of these kind of situations, many clubs have that by my experience when I've visited them to deliver lectures on conflict management. And as a result of conflict not being properly managed in clubs, many projects are underreported. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my president. You see, conflicts within the clubs that are not reported. Like you said, the AGs are supposed to be handling these conflicts. And then if it's above them, between the AGs and zonal coordinators, they can bring it to the district. You understand? That is 1. 2, awards cannot be given to a club that did not submit reports, because the committee will only work with what they see and what they have received. Yes, the reporting closed before conference. The one that is open now is for the remaining categories. The ones we have closed before, 1st to 5th position already given. We cannot revisit back again. But because best club in foundation giving, best overall club in the district, best in service projects, best in outstanding support to the district, best in House of Friendship and the rest of them, and best in membership drive. For that is still outstanding. And that is the report we're expecting to receive latest 20th of June. Not report on everything. The other ones are already committed, concluded. And for these remaining awards, the committee is open to receive additional reports up till 20th June. So let's not mix it up.
Okay, thank you very much, my DG. I have some people sending private messages. I have one question on the platform, but let me take the person who sent a message inbox. This person states, "Good afternoon, my dear DG.
Afternoon.
The last speaker is right about AGs not escalating issues to the district, or maybe they are escalating and this is not being handled. My name is Roteriano Bina, and I'm not mentioning my club. We have had issues where there have been reports of financial impropriety or CPs having issues with current board members, or instances where we have removed members and they're being admitted in other places as if nothing happened. Sometimes we report these things and we do not get feedback from the district. This is affecting the morale of some of us. Not all of these things happen in the OPA, but we have several cases of various clubs that happened in the OPA. What is the DG doing about this?"
For reports that had come to the district, the DG had always taken time to set up committees to look at the crisis situation and solve them accordingly. And if there are people owing and all that, it is always addressed so that such people will go back and pay what they are going to the clubs. But the DG will not be able to address an issue that has not been brought to his table. So if you have outstanding issues, please bring them to my table and to my attention.
Okay, Ma. There's a chart. Can a single Rotarian embark on a solo charity project with evidence and get recognition by the district? If this is possible, what are the steps to take to get impact recognized? This is Rotarian Bola.
Why would a Rotarian that belongs to a club wants to single itself out to do a project alone? Why not do it in collaboration with your club? Why do you want to go solo? When you are a member of a club, you have a president. Whatever project you want to do can be incorporated into what your club wants to do for the Rotary year. And you can champion it and be the coordinator for the project on behalf of the club. You're not encouraged to just single yourself out and do project by yourself, except I don't know what kind of project you want to do. If it's something like you go around lecturing or using your classification to help so many clubs, yeah, sure. You can make yourself available to become a resource person to so many clubs in your area of classification. But if it's about doing project to help a community, I think you should carry your club out.
Thank you very much, my DG. I hope Rotarian Bola OD or Rotarian Bola OD is on the line and you heard the feedback from the DG. Thank you very much, Ma. Prince Taiwo Akanimodo, CP Iriakari, is suggesting that we put into consideration CUMO documents while getting both district registration documents in place. My DG.
Yes.
Rotarian Akanimodo is asking if we have put into consideration the special control unit against money laundering, the certificate, the SCUMO certificate, while procuring all CAC documents for both districts.
It is done. The total documents that they need for opening accounts will be done and handed over to the new districts.
Thank you very much, Ma. Our DG has been online for 1 hour and 23 minutes. We have received questions, feedback, encouragements, clarifications, suggestions from everyone. If you are just joining us, we welcome you to the last edition of the DG Speaks for this whole year. You have missed a lot, but in order for you not to miss much more than you have missed today, keep the 28th of June open in your diary. The DG will be hosting everyone for the final set of awards and end of year party. The DG has mentioned a lot of things that we did differently in the OPF, legendary acts of service. We have 5 new clubs to be chartered. We have 2 pending. If you would like to know more about all these clubs, stay glued to your emails. She mentioned that if you would like a compendium of all the newsletters from the day she started, July 2023 to date, it is available. All electronic digital copies are available. Let us just send the message to our DS or the district office, and all this will be gotten. Foundation giving is the arts of Rotary. All the pledges when the DG visited, all the promises, please try to fulfill your pledges. If you pledged 1,000 before, and because of the rates, you cannot make 1,000, you are able to make 500. She has also offered that she's willing to match you with anyone to be able to make it up to 1,000. Please let us take advantage of this opportunity. We know that givers never lack, and the hand of the giver is always on top. Our DG has appreciated a lot of people. She has appreciated a lot of people. We do not want to delist clubs. She has mentioned that the list of clubs will be shared to us after this call, before the end of this week. Please check your mails. You will see the list of clubs to be delisted. If you have anyone there or you are willing to assist in any way, do not hesitate to contact these people, and let us birth our twins successfully in July and avoid a merger in the nearest future. If we do not have any other questions, we would like to call off this. Okay, so Rotary Bola just acknowledged that she heard the feedback. If you would like to say why you would like to embark on a solo, maybe you would want to talk to the DG privately, or if you still want to comment about it in the chat room we are reading, he has urged you to please be a part of a club. Do it under your club. You can even champion it in the club, and it will still be your project. Let us try as much as possible not to do things individually. Let us come together as a team. And in this light, she encouraged and appreciated, she thanked all the Rotary clubs in Egba, the Abeokuta clubs, always coming together to form even more than a cluster to achieve the dream of Rotary. I have Rotarian Temitope Aloba's hands raised. So because of you, we will hold on for a while. Kindly unmute and ask your questions before we round off. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, my Rotarian. I just want to appreciate our able DG. During your speech, you narrated how wonderful this Rotary year has been. I'm new in Rotary. I'm from Rotary Club of Mende Midtown, and I want to say that indeed it has been a great Rotary year experience for me, and I can't agree less that it's a privilege to be a Rotarian in this Rotary year. Like, I personally appreciate your all that you have achieved, your candor, your courage, there's this kind of spirit, that an energy that you bring into this thing that you do so graciously. And I just want to say congratulations to you and to your team, and also to wish the incoming DG and all the executive of Rotary a successful tenure. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so very much for the wonderful words, Temitope. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed Rotary this Rotary year, and you will continue to enjoy it. Thank you so much for the wonderful compliments. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rotary Temitope Aloba. We appreciate you. My DG.
Yes.
Your final comments before we round off this session.
Yes, my final comments is to say thank you, and thank you to you all wonderful Rotarians who have joined hands with me this Rotary year in creating hope in the world. We have created hope in various ways, and it's through so many dimensions. We have created hope. And we have gone ahead to tell our stories in very compelling manners. And we have carried the world along in what makes us tick as Rotarians and what we do in touching lives and helping out the members of the communities where we belong. I can only applaud you, Rotarians, and say that let's continue to do good in the world, because that is why we have pledged to be Rotarians. We have pledged to serve our both selves and to use a percentage of what God has blessed us with in touching lives within our communities. Rotary is good. I am glad to be a Rotarian. I am proud to be a Rotarian, and I will continue to be a Rotarian. And I'm sure it's like that with most of us that are listening to my voice this afternoon. So thank you for being who you are. Thank you for joining hands with me. Thank you for serving humanity. And finally, do not relent. It is not over until it is completely over. We have till 30th June to still break some records and to still make a mark, especially in membership and foundation. And I'm sure my plea this afternoon have gone into beautiful ears, and I'm sure we can only do the needful to continue to help our district to grow stronger. Thank you all. Thank you, my DGN. Thank you, my DGND, Balabagari. My Hope presidents, you are the best. I thank all of you. My captains, you are so wonderful. I thank and appreciate all of you. All Rotarians, district leaders, committee chairs, you were all outstanding in the performance of your duties this Rotary year. You carried it to highest levels and you outperformed your goals. Thank all of you. The zonal coordinators, you are also wonderful. You are not left out. I thank all of you for service to humanity this Rotary year. We'll have the final opportunity to do a better thank you the 28th of June. So join me at the district office from 11 a.m. up to 4 till whenever we get tired of dancing and celebrating ourselves for a very good year. Thank you. Temi, I thank you for wonderful coordination of this program. You've always been wonderful. Thank you. I thank my chairman, Public Image, Mike Effiam, always on point. Wonderful throughout the year. I thank you for making sure and assisting the clubs in the areas of publicity. May God bless us all. Thank you, and thank you, Rotarians. I love you all.
Thank you very much, our very delectable DG. Thank you, Timmy. On behalf of all the members of the District Public Image Committee, the last Public Image Committee for District 9110.
9110.
I wish to thank you all. Today, like in a few of the other meetings that we've had, we had maximum capacity for this Zoom meeting, which means that our DG ended with a big bang. It was the real grand finale. And I congratulate everyone that was here. I thank IPP Faith came, a member of the committee who was here from the beginning to the end. And I especially thank Timmy, who I'm told will be continuing this angle of it in the Sinama 1-2. I wish you all the best. I know that this is just the beginning of serving the Public Image Committee. I know that in your district 9112, they will find a place for your talent, just like we have in district 9111. To our Mama Ibechi, what can I say? It's been a wonderful year. It's been wondrous. And it's been a learning curve for us. Sometimes we've not agreed on a lot of some things, and we smiled about it and ironed them out. You've been a wonderful boss, and I know that our Rotary journeys, like you have said, is just beginning. Thank you very much, fellow Rotarians, for joining us, and see you on June 28th physically to celebrate what we believe has been a very wonderful year, that we created hope in the world and in the communities near us. I know, like I used to tell a lot of people, Rotary clubs have done much more than if even the federal government and state governments combined. And I know that in District 9110, if we accumulate all the projects that we've done this year, Lagos and Ogun State governors will be meeting our governor to find out how did you do it. Thank you very much, fellow Rotarians. See you on June 28th.
28th. Just before we go, my DG, Rotarian Olayinka Patsola Ajayi, MNI, wishes you well in your future endeavors. District 9112 HP Benedict Ajike is wishing you well too. Rotarian Chichi says she's had a wonderful time and she cannot await the magic of Rotary. Rotarian Omolara, Rotarian Judy Ogulaye says thank you and they congratulate you for a job well done. Rotarian Odogu congratulates you and everyone in District 9110. Rotarian Jaya Shankar Nalode congratulates you and wishes you well. That's from the Rotary Club of Lagos Pangrove Estate. Wishes you well in your future assignments and a peaceful and wonderful life. Rotarian Omoye P of Pangrove Estate also wishes you well. Says it's been a wonderful journey.
Rotarian Simon from District 9141 also wishes the DG well.
9141. You're welcome. Thank you, Rotarian Simon. Rotarian Bola too. We thank all of you for joining us even outside our district. And Apik, you almost made me, actually you made me teary-eyed. So my DG, I'll be missing you on DG Speaks, but I'll see you again.
Yeah, sure.
It's been wonderful, anchoring this session. I'm going to meet a lot of people. We had over 130 people on all our platforms, and we appreciate all of you. Don't worry, I'll be joining both districts. I'm also sister to Iyabeji, so I'm in the Ibeji group. I'll be seeing all of us soon. The DG has urged us all, service above self. We can never give enough. Let us keep the flag of Rotary flying everywhere we find ourselves, in our offices, in our personal lives, in our districts. We are parting in district, but not in flesh. We pray that the Lord will keep us all in one piece, and we'll see very soon at both installations. Until then, keep on giving and make Rotary proud. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Temi. Thank you. Thank you, wonderful Rotarians. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, PJ.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, my DG.
9110.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Well done.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, my DG. Thank you for a wonderful job done. My day to 9110.
Baby, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
This is way forward. You not anyone.
Thank you, my DG.
Okay, do it next week. I'm gonna have to read the projection for the year.
Thank you, wonderful Rotarians.
Bye-bye, Rotary.
What imagine in Imalo for
28th of June. 28th of June. Let's make it a date.
First Vice Captain Papa Rotary. How are you, sir?
My powerful essay, how are you? Good afternoon.
I'm fine. Daddy, Daddy Rotary. How are you complete?
I
didn't even know that you're here.
I
Okay.
see you online.
I've been here. I started with you.
Oh, really?
My
I'm just seeing you now.
Yes, I started with you.
See you, sir.
I've
Thank you
Yeah.
for the wonderful job you're doing for the Global Radio. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my DG. Very well done. Great year
Thank
of
you,
hope.
sir. Thank you.
Papa Rotary, you can't talk. I want to hear your voice.
Olubumi Bagada, my home president, I can see you. Well done. Thank you all for a wonderful job.
My DG, permission to fall out, ma.
Yes, you can fall out. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful afternoon, and I appreciate you all. Look forward to seeing you at the gate, and let's continue serving humanity. Thank you. As we knock off. Thank you.